Okay, so I think I'm live and I'm streaming to both platforms. As I stated, I was supposed to be on a mini vacation today, but that got canceled. So I'm going to spend the day crafting and creating some things for my upcoming festival vendor event. So I am hoping that there isn't a whole lot of feedback. I hope that using the earphones, I have worked through that. But if there is feedback in me speaking, someone please let me know. Can't post comments to some destinations. Learn more. I don't know. Let's see what they're talking about. Okay, that's fine. Facebook is good. All right. So the first thing I'm going to do is hoop a piece of fabric that I already have cut. And then I'll get things set up on the embroidery machine, and then I will be working on a skirt that I've already cut as well. So let me see. Can you see that? Yeah, you can see that. All right. So I've got my stabilizer. I'm using heavy stabilizer. So I'm going to put that in my hoop first, and then get my first piece of fabric that I want to embroider on, which is this piece of denim. I already have it centered. Okay, press in a center point. And then I'm going to spray some of this 505 temporary adhesive. Just a little bit on here. Okay. All right. And then I will take the top of my hoop on the bottom. The bottom has a L and an R on it for left and right. So this is my hoop. So I am going to move this out of the way. All right. So here's my center point on my piece of fabric. I want to line that up with the center points on my hoop. Okay. And I really should do it this way too, since I want it centered on the whole piece. So what I will do is just put a pin at my center points here, since I didn't press that in. And this is pretty much my center right there. Okay. All right. All right. So now I'm going to line it up. Okay. Center, center, and then this is about center there. All right. Now it's completely centered on my fabric. All right. So now the trick is, I should have did this first. Already sprayed that. Okay. All right. Just here. Down there. Now I'm going to line it up again. Center, center. All right. And I'm going to line it up with the bottom hoop on the bottom so that I don't accidentally mess up the shift when I seal the two rings together. Just lining up my cross points. All right. Okay, it's centered there. I shifted here. All right, now I'm going to hold it like this, and then very gently ease it into the bottom. Let that down. Bring it down slow. push it down. Loosen this up a little bit. This is shifted on me. That's good. All right, that's hoop, and it's perfectly centered. All right, see there? Here's my center line. These are my center points right on it. Here's about the center point crossways, and it's spot on. So it takes a little bit of finagling, and here's what you're doing, what you're trying to do. Here is a blank hoop. You have this piece here that opens and closes, and you have to tighten it. This top hoop has to sit down inside of the main hoop like that. But the trick is you have stabilizer and you have fabric that goes in here in between the two, and it can be really, really tight, and it can shift on you. And then once you get everything in position the way you want it, then you have to tighten this screw up here, and then it's ready to go onto the machine. So here's mine, perfectly hooped. Now, what you have to do before you tighten it up is you have to make sure that this is tight here. So you need to hold it and kind of pull it. I can't pull it anymore, so because it's pretty tight in here. You do not want it to be loose and sagging because it won't stitch right. So without moving it in the hoop, you just pull it tight all the way around. Okay. Like that. All right, now I'm going to get my screwdriver. And now I have to tighten it up here. All right. And then what I do is I will take a piece of wash away stabilizer for the top. And what this does is, as it's stitching, it allows the stitches to stay on top of your embroidery work really nice. Okay. All right. Okay, so we have that like that. Now we're going to take this over to the embroidery machine. So I'm going to swing the camera around. Let's see. All right, so we have that. Let's see if we can get it here. All right, let's see here. Oh, shucks, we're working it out. Okay. All right, now let's get this going here. All right, so I already have my design loaded on my chip. Loaded on my chip. Put that in the machine. And now. All right, okay. So it's telling me that it's time for me to maintenance my machine. So sorry about that. But I have to. I need to open this up and see if I can get you any closer to what I'm doing. Yeah, you can leave it just like that. Oh, what was that message? That was my son texting me because I was supposed to spend the day with him tomorrow, but I had to break the news to him. I'm telling him I'm live now on YouTube if he wants to catch me. He's at work. Let's see if I can open up YouTube. All right, so I have to do a quick maintenance on the machine before I can get started. And the good thing about this machine is it keeps track of the stitches and it'll tell you when you should be cleaning it, which is great. So there's like no excuse. So I have to take the stitch plate off, take the needle out, throw it away, because I always change my needles anyway. Take the thread out. Take the bobbin out. Take the stitch plate off, and I have a cloth close by. Yep. First thing we do is we kind of wipe this off. It's not real dirty in there, so I don't need my vacuum. Not today. I will take my brush. Take out the bobbin. Wipe it out. Set that aside, and then I'm going to brush out the inside. The machine comes with some cleaning oil, so I generally will use all of this first before I use just clean out this. Clean this out. And I'm going to put 1 drop of sewing machine oil in there, just 1 drop. That's it. Now I need to put everything back together. Tighten it up this way. All right, now let's see what color. Oh, let's get our needle going. We're going to use a heavy duty needle. So this is a 90 by 14, which is for heavier fabrics. Flat side to the back. Make sure that needle is seated perfectly because that can mess your machine up too. All right, press to the back, tighten it up. Now we're good to go. Okay. Now, has the bobbin holder been cleaned? Yes. And we do not want to resume my last project. I'm going to go to my folder. Let's pick our first design. Our first work is going to be where is it? There it is. Okay. This one first. And clear. All right. Got the right hoop size. Our first color is going to be a pale yellow. So I want my bobbin thread to be white. All right. So we have a fresh bobbin. Put that in first. Bobbin top. And now I need a pale yellow. So I'm going to look over here and pick a pale yellow. This is about as pale of a yellow that I have. We're going to go with. All right. Now we're going to thread the top of the machine. Okay. Ready to go. Now we're going to put the hoop on the machine. Okay. Put our top layer stabilizer back on. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do a basting stitch. I'm going to do a double basting stitch first. And this is going to help the fabric from bunching up, which happens when you are doing when you're using denim with a little bit of stretch in it. So it's always good to base it. So the first stitching that's going to happen is going to be the basting stitches. All right. Okay, that's the first basting stitch, and this is the second row, second border of basting stitches. basting stitch is complete. Raise the presser foot, clear that out, and now I'm ready to move on to the actual stitching of the image. The first color is going to be a pale yellow. This stitch out takes just under 1 hour. Let's see how it does. All right, let's see. It's all the way down. So I am new to this going live and working. So I will do my best to try and pop in and engage in conversation, but I'm not making any promises. So mostly I'm just recording while I work. All right. So now that that's spinning, let me adjust the camera. There we go. All right. I think I want to get another webcam. Okay, this is good. Let's see what happens if I get it on close. So you can really see what's going on down there. How's that? Maybe if I bring this down some. Let's see what I'm doing. So let's see what happens if I bring this down some. A little closer. All right. Over here. That's a little closer. Yeah, that's a lot closer. There we go. Tighten it up. Woo. So yeah, you can see a lot better. Perfect. Mic is muted. Oh, for that one, yes. All right. So now I'm gonna move on to the skirt. So this was supposed to be a dress, but it didn't work out. So it will just be a skirt. I already have it. The pockets pinned, so the pockets in first. All right. The pockets get pinned down to the right side of the fabric. Okay. So the right side of the pocket gets pinned to the right side of the fabric. It's best to pin all your pocket pieces first. Okay. I have them all pinned. And so the first stitch is going to be a quarter of an inch here. Okay, so you have to do a quarter of an inch stitch here. We're going to do that for all 4 pieces. 2 for the front and then the 2 back pieces. All right. Oh, I was spinning some bobbin thread over here. I do not use the pre-wound bobbin thread for the embroidery machine. I like to wound my own because I use the Janome bobbin cases. I do not use generic bobbin cases, because if you use generic bobbin cases and something goes wrong with your machine, you really don't have a leg to stand on in terms of saying that the bobbin messed up your machine. So, same thing with my vehicle. That's why I'm stuck here today, because I will only use dealership parts for my car. And they didn't have all the parts in to do this very expensive car repair. So that's why I'm stuck. I'm stuck in the house this weekend. Though I may get on the train tomorrow and go home. So I'm thinking about doing that. I'm trying to see how I can get this other camera closer. So I'm just going to put it on the stand. Okay. Yep. Okay, so excuse this movement, but I'm about to move the laptop closer so you can see what I'm doing on the sewing machine. All right. Look at me being all tech savvy and stuff. Got it. Okay. All right. All right. Well, bobbins. So many things I have. If I can turn this other light on, it should be okay. If I blow a fuse, I guess I'll just be in trouble. It's a bit more light. So I have one viewer. Hello, welcome. So I am making a circle skirt with pockets, and I am embroidering a panel that will be used in an accessory. So I haven't decided if it will be a tote bag or an actual handbag. But I'm embroidering, I think I'm going to embroider 4 panels, 4 different images. Really, they're test printouts, but because, I don't like to waste stuff, I will do these test printouts on 13 by 15 inch denim panels. And so if the stitch out is successful, then I will just convert them to tote bags. Yep. So that's what I'm working on. And you'll, as this image prints out on the stitches out on the embroidery machine, you'll, let's see if you can figure out what it is. So right now I'm spinning these bobbins in my embroidery machine, and I keep my bobbins in this little case for the embroidery machine. I need to order some more bobbins. Yeah. I keep the black ones on this side. And I don't like the bobbin winder on the actual embroidery machine for some reason. So I always just spin them on my regular machine. And I purchased one of those bobbin side winders, and they are garbage. So I'll try to look for another one that might work a little better. So yeah, I have black on one side, and then I have the white bobbins on the opposite side, which I have more. I just have to put in here. I use more black bobbins than I do the white. Okay. Nope, not finished. And I use all-purpose polyester all-purpose thread for my bobbin thread for my embroidery machine, which is pretty much the same bobbin thread that I use when I'm sewing garments. Okay, now I'll thread this machine. Okay. Now I'm stitching in 1/4 of an inch. Attach my pockets. All right, and now what I have to do is I have to serge the pocket side of the pocket seam side down. Please don't let me blow any power down here. I have way too much stuff. All right. Let's see. Okay, so all of my edges have been serged. Okay. So what I have to do now is I need to press this pockets down, and you want the seam to go towards the pocket. So when you press it, press your seam this way towards the pocket. That's fine. You can do that for all 4 pieces after I change out the thread, because we're ready for a thread change. All right. See what we have so far. Okay. Intelligent. Beautiful. So the next color is red. So for the red, I'm actually going to use a black bobbin. So I need to take the hoop off of the machine. Okay. And I'll change out the bobbin thread first to black. Okay. And the reason I change out between the black and the white is because when my stitch out includes dark colors, the white bobbin sometimes shows through, and that is because of whoever digitized the image. Sometimes they don't get it quite right, and so when they do not get it right, that's what happens. You have some bleed through. So I mean, it's always best if you can to use the same color bobbin as you are using thread, but you know, it's not always necessary, and sometimes that's just not practical. All right, so let's get a red thread on here. Ready to go. So I have the iron heating up so I can press these pockets out and then move on to the next step. All right, my pieces have been pressed. Now I am going to, I have 2 more panels before I can put them together. And so this one piece here, this is the front. So this is the front panel pieces. This is the wrong side. The back side is facing me. So this is the front panel. And I need to attach side panel, side pocket panels to each side. So I'm gonna lay the right side facing up. Alrighty. I'll put right sides together. This is one side piece. Right sides together. Pins. I'm a stickler for all of my pieces lining up perfectly. All right. Drop one in the center. Okay. Then I have to attach the other side panel to the center panel. Okay. The other side panel, right sides together. There's 3 pins. Right. The center pin. Okay. I'm going to stitch 5/8 seam allowance. Back on. 5/8 front stitch, back stitch. Had a thread break. Thread break. Try that again. rethread the bobbin thread as well. Every time you have to rethread the actual machine, you should also rethread the bobbin thread. Alright, let's try again. Front stitch, back stitch. Stitch, back stitch. Alright, so that's the front of the skirt is complete. I have my center panel, side pocket, side panel, other side pocket. So now, before we can serge and put it together, we need to do the back panels. So here's the back panel. The center back is going to be the straightest of the two pieces. So this is the center back. So I'm going to lay this piece out in front of me with the center seam in the middle. So I'll lay it out. Right side's facing up. Okay. And then I am going to take my two side pocket pieces for the back. And this piece that doesn't have the pocket attached to it. This pocket. Here's the pocket. Here's the center seam. That's going to match up with the center seam here. I am missing a piece. Wow. Okay, so I have this. Yep. That's the back panel. Oh. No, I'm not. I'm going to go ahead and attach front pockets. There we go. Let's go ahead and get these lined up. That's what I can have in the instruction in front of me. Right sides together, match up my pocket pieces. Uh-oh, you ready for a thread change? Let me line these up. Get this pin first, and then you can go to the embroidery machine. Just line your pocket pieces up. Side seams. One side. Let's do the other side. Line up the side seams. Go ahead and drop a couple of pins in the 2 pocket pieces. Alright, we'll stitch that up as soon as we do the thread change. Alright, so the next thread color is royal blue. So take that out. I'm going to keep the black bobbin thread. I'm going to set this red to here. So let's see, the royal blue. Let's go with this one. Thread break. So when that happens, it's best to take the whole thing off. See this bird's nest in the back? You want to trim all of that out. Cut it all out. Okay. Rethread the bottom thread. And I know why that happened. Now, go ahead and rethread the top thread as well. These machines are very temperamental. You almost have to baby them. They don't like to be handled rough. Okay. Rethread. Put the hoop back on the machine. like me handling it rough. Okay, now back over here. Continue on stitching our side pieces together, front to the back. Stitch our pocket close. When I stitch my pockets closed, I just do 1/4 of an inch from the edge. All right, stitch the other side. Stitch pocket close. Alrighty, now we're going to serge our seams, press our seams open. Oh, you know what? Let's do one more seam before we move over to the circle. Get some of those threads. Good. Real good. Okay, so now we're going to attach the back panel. Okay, so this is the right side of the side panel. Here's my center back. There we go. This is a very easy skirt, and it is definitely beginner level friendly. It is just a basic circle skirt with pockets. Actually, it's supposed to be the bottom part of a dress. So I may actually try to find the bodice, which I believe is in my unfinished box. If I can locate that, then I'm going to go ahead and attach it. And this, instead of a skirt, will be a dress. But we'll see. I can very easily continue to convert it to a skirt by drafting a waistband. We'll make it a high waist. I think we'll do that anyway. We're going to make this a high waist skirt. We are attaching the back panel to the side panels. 5/8 of an inch. Front stitch, back stitch, and keep moving. And I'm using a just a regular all-purpose needle for medium weight woven fabric. Back stitch. Last one here. Front stitch, back stitch. Now we're ready to move on to the serger. Ready for a thread change. All right. Our next color is it's supposed to be coral. So I think I'm going to change it. Let's see. Pick a color that's going to coordinate with the red. Color I like better. Let's see, which color do I like? So cool. Okay, so what I need to do now is I need to draft a waistband for this skirt, and we're going to make it a high waist. So we're going to do 3 inches. I want the actual waistband to be 3 inches, and so I need to allow a seam allowance for the top, the bottom. So I will cut it 4 inches thick. Yeah. Okay, so we're shaping up pretty nice. Oh, I need to serge the center seam. We're going to draft the waistband before I press my seams open because I have to add interface into the waistband. This one. I use my drawer as my little I use my drawer as my little table. I serve this on my fabric as a hanging. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and while we're here and drop in this center back seam up into the point of where our zipper will go. So let's right sides together. Okay, right together like that. This is a really pretty skirt. I may keep this for myself. Well, we're not going through this again. The last festival, I wanted to keep everything for myself, and I'm not doing that this time. Everything that I craft from this point until 25th of September will be available. Five eighths, which is a standard seam allowance. Front stitch, back stitch. Oh, almost finished. One more thread change. Alright, and the next color is supposed to be like this really, really dark green, but we're not doing that. We're going to use black. I am really going to need to order some. So instead of black, I think I'll use brown. Yeah, I'll use brown. Alrighty, let's measure this waist so we can cut the waistband. Okay. All right, so it's 39 inches. We'll take out a half of an inch for the zipper. So that's 38 and a half. 38 and a half. So I'm actually going to cut it 38. counting for the seam allowance on both sides, it's going to be 37. Yeah, I want to cut it 38 inches because it needs to be a little snug. Yeah, 38 inches. Let's see if I can turn this around. Let's see here. Yep. Lighting isn't the best. Right. So if I want the waistband to be 3 inches, so that's 6 plus the seam allowance, I'll do 6.5. So it needs to be 6.5 inches. Let me cut it. Let's go a little bit here. 38. Yep, more than enough. So, cutting mat. Line that up there. Rotary cuttery. Okay. Need this to be 6 inches, 6.5 inches. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.5. Inches here. 1, 2, 5, 6. Okay. All right, 6.5 inches. Now I need 38 inches. Where? I think it's stuck. No, that's good. It is it didn't remove the hidden stitches, so whoever digitized it didn't remove a couple of the hidden stitches, so it's stitching through a couple of layers. Okay. Now I need some interfacing. Alrighty, now I've got to press these pieces together so I can attach the waistband. Here we go. Alrighty, it is finished. Let's see here. Okay, raise the presser foot. is done. She is beautiful. All right. Okay. Very nice. Let's take her off. Cool. So we're going to remove the basting stitches first. Basting stitches in between. We'll go back in and clean those up. A lot of people don't like to use the double basting stitches because of this reason, but you just have to carefully remove the stitches. No big deal. Go and get those little ones. Your embroidery scissors, they have like a curve to them. They have a curve to it. Now we're gonna pull this off. This is water solute, so we can really just apply water to it and it will disappear. But there's another way you can do it. So if you get a seam ripper with the rubber tip on it, you can use that to break it up. Do that first. Oh, you shoot me to the core, and no matter who I was, I'm not the same now as I was before. In my heart, in my soul, we're free, we'll never get old. Such a fine place to be. It's finally getting clear to me. There's nothing I can do without your love. Without your love. Next to the writing on the wall. Took it off for granted. Now we take the fall. Nothing left at all. In my heart, it's so free. It all. Such a fine place to be. It's finally getting clear. There's nothing I can do without your love. Your love, baby. Always, always. I'm free. In my heart, in my soul. One more step and I'm losing control. There's nothing I can do without your love. Such a fine place to be. Okay, we're going to get the rest of that stabilizer out with the water. I am perfect, beautiful, courageous, innovative, unapologetic, intelligent, and successful. That is beautiful. That's her face. Very nice. So I'll show you once it's completely done. Okay, so I'm going to sign off now and finish up the skirt and put on the next project, but I will be sure to show you on the gram. So check me out over there. All right, Simply Queen by Sherelle. Have a blessed rest of your afternoon.